Thank you and welcome to the July meeting of the Interstate 35 Board of Directors. We'll start with a quick roll call. Nathan Gibson here.
Melissa Keller here.
Jessica Buckland here.
Okay. And Dana Monica are excused this evening. So with that, you join me at the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and do a quick review of the I-35 mission statement and district priorities. The Interstate 35 Community School District exists to develop lifelong learners and responsible, productive, successful citizens in an ever-changing society. Our district priorities are articulate and support a cohesive student-centered pre-K through 12 vision for continuous school improvement, engage in effective teaching and relevant learning for the 21st century, and operate with fiscal integrity, efficiency, and effectiveness. That, we'll move on to our agenda. Is there any discussion on the agenda for this evening? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
It's been properly motioned to approve the agenda. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, next we have open forum. Residents, students, parents, guardians, and staff members of the district may address the board about relevant topics. Those who wish to speak must sign up at the beginning of the meeting. Speakers' participation is limited to 5 minutes per meeting. We ask the speakers remember that Iowa law prohibits the board from discussing specific employees, students, or their performance. I don't believe we had any sign-ups.
Did anyone complete the form to sign? Okay, nope.
Okay, no sign-ups this evening. So we'll move right into the superintendent report. We had a facilities update, and I don't see Garrett here, but.
No, Garrett wasn't able to make it tonight. We met last Thursday afternoon to walk through the science classrooms for their yearly. Their warranties are about to run out because we just got possession of them about a year ago before school started. So we walked through all of that. Everything is working as is. Anything that needed to be repaired was covered under the warranty for that, and things have gone well in the science classrooms. As far as the baseball softball complex, they're finishing up some concrete work that was damaged during construction. They had to repair some fencing and just have a couple other outstanding items. There's a door repair that they have to do yet. So otherwise that's getting wrapped up, and we'll have the retainage and things like that. I think you talked to Garrett a little bit on retainage apps and things. Those will be coming.
Yep, he said that those should be coming this month, at the end of this month.
So then that'll wrap up the baseball softball complex. So then the air conditioning for the classrooms that we worked on this year, that's finished up. That went smoothly, no issues or anything like that. So our air conditioning is wrapped up in the classrooms, instructional classrooms, for the secondary wing.
So just to confirm on that, we now have air conditioning in all instructional classrooms. The only thing in the building that doesn't have it is the kitchen and the gym. Everything else has it.
That's correct.
That's
Yep.
awesome. All right, thank you. Next on the superintendent report, we had the board policies, first readings. I took some time in reading through these. These are largely updates to policies based off laws that the legislator just passed, but I did want to highlight one interesting thing for the community on the chronic absenteeism that was from last year. There was a pretty big change that affected most of the state, and there was a lot of noise, and so the legislature updated it this year, and this policy changes ours to match, and it adds in some valid excuses for absenteeism. It adds to it so it doesn't count against your student. And the big things are attending a religious service or receiving religious instructions. If you let's see here, a wedding or a funeral is added in before you could get docked for that, so they added that back in. And then some other things like engaged in military service or military applicant going under MEPS processing. So I think this is a pretty big change in the positive direction that the legislator made for the chronic absenteeism. So I know we had some feedback on that last year, and hopefully those listening will see that that's changing. So, all right. Other than that, this is first reading, so we don't vote this time around. But. All right. Next up, we have discuss and approve the consent items. So you guys should have got the past meeting minutes from our regularly scheduled board meeting in June, our monthly bills and financial statements, and then a copy of the 2024-25 salaries that will be published is provided also in your board packet. And for resignations and contracts for hires, we had Nicholas Cicero hired as the assistant high school football coach, Margot Bops, associate mentor, Stacy Schultz, associate mentor, Rose, I'm going to say that wrong, Hanaran, student services mentor, Angela Steinloggy, student services mentor, Heather Dutry, teacher mentor, Bev Murphy, teacher mentor, Gidget Showers, teacher mentor, Sarah Coda, instructional coach, Whitney West, instructional coach, and Teresa Weber hired as full-time substitute. Our resignations, Beverly Jenks resigns as bus driver, Amber Jacoby resigns as custodian, Chelsea Page, associate non-hire, Caitlin Grant resigns as boys wrestling cheer coach, and Caitlin Grant resigns as girls wrestling cheer coach. And then our open enrollment, we had 2 outs and 1 in. Is there any discussion on the consent items? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent items as presented.
I will make a motion to approve the consent items as presented.
It's been properly motioned to approve the consent items as presented. Do I have a second?
I will second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next, we have our action agenda. First up is the approval of the new scoreboards for elementary and middle school gym. The recommendation is to approve the Nevco scoreboards for the elementary middle school competitive gym for $10,297. Is there a discussion?
To it. So we're trying to, along with some of the updates, we're trying to update our current facilities as well. One of those spaces is that gymnasium. We're looking at getting different wall pads or updating the wall pads, scoreboards, that type of thing. These scoreboards match the ones that we have in high school, and they're significantly cost less than if we would go to other companies. So for that reason, we just reached out to the company that we currently use to match what we have and move forward with those. So, and this is something that we budgeted for this year.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the new scoreboards for the elementary middle school gym.
Is there properly motioned to approve the new scoreboards from Nevco as presented? Do I have a second?
I will second.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next, we have approval of the huddle cameras and streaming services. The recommendation is to approve huddle cameras and streaming services for $16,800. So, is there discussion?
So is this, if I know this right, is this the one where then community can watch all the games without being charged? Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. That was a question I was going to have as well, and I think it'd be good. I don't know if we advertise that like every game and everything, but I know we see in the comments those annoying spam, whenever we post a game, stream it here, stream it there, or whatever. So, and I don't know how many of our parents, if any, get sucked in by that, but if we can, figure out how to, really advertise that, I think that'd be great. So, but thank you. Is there any further discussion? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion. The recommendation is to approve the Huddle cameras and streaming services for $16,800.
I will make a motion to approve the Huddle cameras and their streaming services for $16,800.
It's been properly motioned to approve the Huddle cameras as presented. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, next we have approval of secondary grading policy changes. Recommendation is to approve the changes to the secondary grading policy as presented. Is there discussion? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve the changes to the secondary grading policy as presented.
Been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, next we have Haugland Bus Repair. The recommendation is to approve bus 4 repairs at Haugland for $21,122.16. Is there discussion? So is this a different bus that we found errors and issues on? I know we had one either last board meeting or the meeting before that we approved. Is this another one?
This would, my assumption is that it's another one. That's why we're kind of listing the bus numbers. And they take it up there and it is what it is. So like
It's got to pass inspection to put kids on it,
Right.
and if it
Yep.
doesn't, then we foot the bill. Okay, all right. Is there any further discussion? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the bus repair.
It's been properly motioned to approve the bus repair at Haugland. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next, our upcoming dates. Our first day of school is Monday, August 25th, and our next board meeting is that same day, Monday, August 25th. All right. Seeing no other, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
It's been properly motioned. Do I have a second?
I will second that.
Been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we are adjourned.